Every time I hear the intro, the beat get harder. Let you know that I be going. I'm getting smarter. Yeah.
You old because rappers don't rap like that no more. This and you don't know nothing they talking about.
Yeah, that's the YN stuff.
I had to put my shades on because you being shady.
Wow, you was talking. No. Look, bro, before we went live, y'all, Lee, he was saying like back in the day, South Pole was the swag.
It was hidden. You hear me? It was hidden.
He said it was the brand, and I kind of revealed to him that South Pole was never it.
And it was in junior high, and literally it went from Fat Albert to South Pole. And if you had like the 3D print South Pole, you was in there. Then it went from South Pole, that was middle school, to high school. We were rocking Jabos and long white tee. You remember them tall tees?
Jabot.
Yeah.
No, we was wearing Jabot when I was in middle school. I remember my homeboy Jasper Salary rocking the Jabot jeans because he saw Malcolm Jamal Warner, Theo from the Cosby Show wear him. So if I was in junior high school, by the time you were in junior high school, Jabot was like in the Goodwill. You was picking them up out the Goodwill, Playboy.
But that shows you how old you are, that it had enough time to come back again. So you were born in like 67. I was born in 88.
That boy said 67. Disrespectful, bro.
Or was it 76? Really was it 76?
79.
Look closer.
79.
It's okay. It's all right. Your A1C good? You doing well?
Oh, boy. I go at the end of May. I'm expecting her to tell me that I'm not even a diabetic no more. That's how good my stuff is, my boy.
See what happened when you start hanging around a Sigma? Your life gets better. Huh?
Yeah.
Your life
just make sure you just make sure your pre-diabetes get right.
Oh my. Look, you know what's so crazy? I really do believe that they need to start researching this stuff again. I believe all of us are, by their estimation, pre-diabetic or diabetic. I don't know how often they update the information. Just like majority of us beautifully sun-kissed people are obese by their estimations.
Right.
If I was the size that they say I'm supposed to be, Granny would say I look sick. So
right.
It's one of the things.
So here's the thing. I think we live in a society where we're used to seeing people thicker. Like, and so it's more acceptable. Like, like my friends that see me every day, they be like, yo, you might want to stop losing weight. Like I'm at 224. I plan on getting down to 215. And people start to say you look sick, but we're so used to people being thick that we think that's normal. And maybe our body is supposed to be smaller, because I can tell a difference. My body at 224, my kidney, my pancreas, everything works optimally because I'm smaller. That 25 extra pounds that it doesn't have to work for, so I can only imagine what my body would work at 215, 200 pounds.
And I can get there from the health side, right? But I'm not going to lie to you. From an aesthetic standpoint, I want to be a certain size. I don't desire to be skinny, if that makes sense. But I understand it from a health side, for certain. We're used to people being naturally what they were, and that's really what it is. Whatever you were, that's what we used to. That's why folk always talk about the difference between skinny Luther and big Luther. But the reality is, as long as we're healthy, we're doing pretty well. Especially in a world where there's so much processed food, this, that, and the other, and it seems like they're making our stuff in factories. It's just important that we be healthy, man. So cheers to good health, man. We are in the 5th month of the year. This is the month called May. Now, in biblical numerology, the number 5 is the number of grace, man. So I hope that we have tons of grace as we walk through this month and into this the rest of the season in 2026, man. So cheers to you, boss.
Gemini, same to you, man. Gemini season on the way, and I feel it. I feel it in the air right now, huh?
Yeah. Your birthday's coming up quicker, right?
Yeah, May 26th. You feel me? Coming up off heading into Memorial Day. Yeah.
Sure is. Now, you used to have kickbacks downtown on your
Yeah,
birthday. And
yeah.
that's also my wedding anniversary.
Oh
You remember?
wow! Congratulations.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
and we had gotten married, and we were about to come down to your birthday gig, but it was yeah, we just
yeah.
got married.
No, you had some business to get to.
So man,
That's what's up.
so we got to do something. We got to do something. We got to do a special edition of the show for your birthday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be well. We can. But I'm gonna be in Houston now, but but we could do the virtual thing anywhere. I'm going to Houston for a cigar week. Houston Cigar Week. It's gonna be a time. What a time!
Where's it at? Cigar International.
Oh, it's all over the city.
Really?
I went last year. Yeah, man. Every cigar
You don't tell nobody
shop.
about stuff like this.
Yeah,
So
man. You just love Houston.
I was at CI all week last week.
Yeah. The preachers didn't go to none of the cigar lounges, or you can't speak on that.
CI. We was at Cigar International.
Oh, Cigar International. Okay.
The whole week.
So that's what y'all doing with the church's money, going to the cigar shop?
Not the church's money.
I'm joking.
We don't need no more money jokes with preachers.
Look, my mama gonna be like, "You're playing, but I'm serious."
No mother. But now we had a good time, man. I love their spot. They have definitely a huge humidor space, but they also have the ability for you to order food and you can sit there and eat it. So that was enjoyable amongst all of the room and the space, just wide open space for fellowship. I absolutely loved it. So man, I
went to Cigar International in Orlando back in March, and it's a nice vibe. And I think that's what Montgomery's missing. Like, I love our shops here, Sanctuary, Magnum, Torch, 23 Court. But we need somewhere where you can go in on a Friday night. You got some clothes on. You can eat there. You can drink there. You can smoke there. The ventilation system is working at an optimal level. Yeah. But man, you know what? We have some special guests today. Special.
I'm talking about some folks with some money.
Yeah. These young guys, I don't know how long they've been doing it, but I became aware of the movement last year around this time. It's the HBCU minority recruitment situation they got. Oh, here's the name: Minority Prospect HBCU College Showdown. They do right here in Montgomery, Alabama, and they bring prospects from all over and give them the opportunity to go pro. But I don't want to mess up their story. I want to welcome to the stage Mr. Reggie Hollins and Mr. Jarrell Calhoun.
What's going on, gentlemen? Appreciate y'all having us, man. Appreciate y'all having us.
Yeah.
We're grateful y'all could chime in. We still waiting on one of the brothers. He done went black screen on it.
He probably need to log back in. We know how this technology is. If you can hear Jarrell, just log back in.
That's right.
And Denise will add you.
Absolutely. So Doc, how you doing?
I'm good. Oh man, I'm good, man. I'm actually fresh off, man, a week-long event that we partnered with the SIAC conference. They had their tournament conference for softball, baseball. So we provided all of the media, man. Make sure we flooding these student athletes with visibility. That's what we do, man, to make sure the world can see the greatness at our HBCUs and our institutions. So, man, I'm good. I'm a little tired, but I'm good, ready to get back and now focus and lock in on what we'll talk about today, the final showdown here in Montgomery.
Absolutely.
I want you to dig a little bit deeper into what you're doing and how important it is that these HBCU athletes get this opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'll start back with a little backspiel story. We're a 6-year-old company. Our founder, Alexander White, he was a educator for 13 years and also one of the top high school baseball coaches in the country. And, he was impacting maybe 25 to 30 kids a year as a coach and then also in the classroom. But from a baseball standpoint, he wanted to impact 30,000. So he said, I'm tired of begging and asking for the resources and support. from outside sources for our communities and our baseball and softball student athletes. So I'm gonna start it on my own, man. And he hit me up. I was currently at that time in 2020 during COVID. I was coaching. I was the head coach of Tuskegee University, where I led that for 8 years. And he challenged me and said, "Hey, man, I need you to come and help me build this company as you've built Tuskegee back to a nationally recognized program." And I said, "Hey, man, let me think on it, talk it over with the wife. Let's see what we can do." And next thing you know, man, we're 6 years later. Um, we're widespread, 28 states with impact, 60,000 youth and families per year. So it's a massive movement. And when you talk about what we do, we bring resources, development for coaches and players. And we also set the tone with visibility to make sure our kids are being spotlighted and seen. Because as you know, man, it's very difficult. We can get lost in the system and the shuffle, just in life in general, but also with inside of this baseball and softball realm. So we have been able to be a blueprint for what we want baseball to get back to for our Black communities. But not only do we touch the baseball side, we have our nonprofit MVP Helping Hands, which wraps their hands around the student athlete and families to provide those educational resources, those financial literacy resources, all of the things that you need to be equipped with for life. So we do maybe 60 events a year. So we range from youth clinics, All American games, and as we were talking, we lock in on our HBCUs to empower them as well through our All-Star events such as this one and our HBCU All-Stars, which has started a true movement. And you see in major groups like MLB create their model based off of the inspiration that they've seen with us. So it's a powerful movement, man, from top to bottom. And got shout out to my team though. You got guys like Jarrell Calhoun who holds it down regionally for us, and the rest of my team back in Atlanta where we're headquartered.
I love it, man. I'm just now hearing about this movement, listening to you now, and I'm so intrigued while yet proud of the two of you
Appreciate
in the
that.
work, because it's not just athletics, but you're also giving those academic tools.
That's
And
correct.
it's been a misnomer for many years that all we can do is play ball, right?
Hmm.
But we always struggled with our lesson and the things that would actually push us to where we really wanted to be. So man, wow, this is what's up. So give me this, because I'm a SWAC baby. What is
Okay.
the prominent schools in the SEAC?
You have Miles, you have Tuskegee, you have Albany State, you have we can go to the South Carolina region. You have Benedict College, you have Morehouse College in Atlanta, Clark Atlanta. So
Awesome.
those are the brain bulk of the schools in the SIAC. But I'll tell you too, we make sure that I know you're a SWAC baby, so we identify with all of the conferences, whether it's D1, NAIA, SIC, or JUCO, because a lot of people are just misinformed. We have HBCUs at every level, so you'll hear a little bit more about the final showdown and why we do that. But those are some of the schools in the SIAC.
I love it. I said it wrong. It's SIAC, not
No,
SEAC.
you can say SIAC.
Okay,
That's the proper term. Yeah, that's
got
the
you.
proper
Yeah,
term. Yeah.
he paper. Jarrell.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? What's up?
So you are the regional director, or
Yes, sir. So I'm the regional director of Minority Prospects, but we wear many hats, but I kind of serve everybody in Montgomery, but mostly the state of Alabama. So I
that's what's up,
serve
man.
I serve everybody there as far as our camps, pretty much our everything. I'm pretty much
So
the point of contact for that.
as we put the flyer on the screen, I want you to
Mhm.
tell us what we can expect on May the 15th. Y'all had a great turnout on last year. It was an awesome event, the one that I saw, and I saw a lot of media
Indeed.
footage. So tell us.
So
Yeah,
we
so
have
go ahead, Jay. I'll let Jay take that.
so so on Friday I just started with the camp. So we have our youth camp. So any event that we do, we pretty much do a youth camp for the kids in the community. So we don't have a it's no cap on any of our camps. So Our camps are free, so the kids come in from ages of 5 to 15. They come in. We break them in groups. They go to each station, so each station probably be a hitting station, throwing station, fielding station, catching station, pitching station. So we kind of take the kids around in each station so they can learn every position, each skill. Because when you're that young, you don't want to just be, I don't want to be little Johnny that just plays shortstop. I want to be able to play multiple positions, just be a baseball player. So we try to
Mhm.
teach that at that age. And they go around, they meet the players, they get to learn tutelage and all from the players, get to see kids, we get to see older players that look like them that's doing the same things that they're trying to do.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing too, Jay, you have to tell them is these all stars that are coming in for this final showdown event. It's going to be the top 40 all stars from the SIAC conference and the HBCU AC conference. Those are smaller HBCUs that we wanted to
Hmm.
love on, and they're going to help us run this camp. So again, if these kids don't see it, they won't believe it, right? They won't inspire. So after
Right.
that camp, we're transitioning them to now watching the same kids who helped them with the skills. And
I
you
think
can
that's
see the
great.
transferables. Yeah, you can see the
I think
transferables from
because
it.
I feel like there has been like a divide between baseball and the black community because
Yeah.
I didn't play baseball coming up. So even when I meet people who
Hmm.
go to college and play baseball, like how you get into that, bro? Now
Yeah.
I know it's kind of changed uh, over time now, but that's got to be impactful for young people to have these all-star players come and train and teach with them at this camp.
Yeah, yeah, definitely big time because now they can identify that there are blacks playing. Because that's a myth. You would hear that a lot on the media. Blacks aren't playing. No, they're playing. We just have some developmental issues that we have to correct in our system. And that's what MVP does. We put our hat on, man, and make sure that we can get in, dial in with these communities to give them something long lasting to develop because most times, correct me if I'm wrong, Jay. Most times we all start out playing, but you'll see us fade out around that 12, 13-year-old age. And that's simply because the game changes right there. And
Mhm.
the bases become 90 feet. The pitcher's mound becomes 60 foot 6 inches. Longer throws, which are going to actually incorporate you to have better skill sets. And if we're
Right.
not developing the skills, then we're going to run away from the game of failure because it's a game of failure. Three times out of 10 is the best hitters in the world. So it's a tough game.
So tell
Yeah,
me this. I I'm sorry, Ali B.
you good.
Baseball seems to have an interesting relationship with race. Like, you hear about the Negro leagues.
Mhm.
Even, I see now baseball, MLB is doing a big push. Last year they did this whole thing in Birmingham. Why what's that need of implanting, black history within baseball, even more so than you see in the NBA or the NFL? Like, what's that relationship that will require that much emphasis?
Yeah. Yeah. It again, if you don't know the history, you don't know that this is our game. A lot of there have been for several reasons there have been gaps without like you said, Baldwin. There have been gaps between the community, our black community and the game. But once we can kind of take away that gap and close that space and show them the history and the identity of how successful we are and how many records we hold in this game and how our community started with this game and then we teach them how to keep it. You just have to show it to them and teach them that history and then currently show it to them. And now we kind of identify with it again. And again, like football and basketball, they have those superstars, right?
Hmm.
If you don't see it, if you see LeBron James plastered all over the place, it's going to be easier to pull a kid to be influenced by it. So we
Hmm.
just are. I hats off to us. A lot of other community organizations and MLB now stepping up to the plate to start to bring the visibility. That's what that game was about in Birmingham, showing it. We have to show it, or
Hmm.
our community and kids don't know it. They don't know it exists because we're not
Right.
watching MLB games, right? We're not
Right.
watching that yet. So we got some work to do to get there and get our percentage up. Because again, you're talking about 6.9% of representation for Black Americans in the league. That's not a lot of that. That's maybe 50 guys when you talk about a widespread of league representation. That's not a lot of us. So we have to continue to increase the ground,
Mm-hmm.
moisture the ground, and show the top of where we can go. And now that creates that gets rid of that gap separation
There
right
you
there. So
go. Yeah.
that's what we do when you think about minority prospects.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna say earlier. I'm sorry, I'm coming to you. I was just gonna say earlier that I played baseball and granted
Hmm.
backyard. But once you lost
Hmm.
that ball, it was pretty much over with.
So
Right.
We only had one
yeah,
glove.
yep,
So I love what y'all are doing.
Right.
Back at you, my brother.
appreciate it.
yeah, and another thing I can add to what Reggie was saying and to answer your question, T-Ball and Fars, I can speak on the Montgomery issue, and it's getting better now. I can say over from 5 years ago, 6 years ago up to now. Now we getting better resources, but the problem in a lot of
Hmm.
black communities is just the resources. Because in our community, you have a billion football coaches and you have a billion basketball coaches, and in most schools here, especially in Montgomery, that basketball coach or that football coach is getting pulled the coach baseball, and a lot of times they don't have no knowledge of the game,
Yeah,
so
yep,
that's hurting.
Hmm.
It's hurting a lot of the kids, and if a football coach getting forced to coach baseball, he probably in the dugout saying, "Well, I don't want to coach this anyway. You need to be out here coach playing
Right.
football." So that kind of
Wow.
changes the
yeah.
narrative in the game on a lot, but it's gotten a whole lot better now.
Yep.
But we still out here fighting every day.
That
Wow.
count model too. This is the most pivotal part about the count. It's not just the development for the kids, but it's we bring in community coaches and volunteers because we have to get back to when we were at our peak in the park systems and the parks were going. Parents and dads and brothers were volunteer coaches. They were giving back
Hmm.
their time. And then guys who played at the college level came back to give. So everything we do shows that model and it's starting to, like Jarrell said, strengthen the coaching back in the community. Because if you don't know what you're coaching, your kids ain't gonna be learning nothing. They're just gonna be out there spinning wheels. And it's gonna
Hey,
look pretty bad.
y'all got to find the next can't get right. Y'all
Yeah,
too.
we got a couple of them now. We
We
got a
got a
couple
couple
popping.
of
We got a couple
Okay.
of them.
it's a couple here in Montgomery too. It's a couple spring. They're starting to we starting to
That's right.
peak out a tad here in Montgomery with the baseball kids.
I
So
love it.
six
Oh,
six years, 6 years, guys. The supporting stat: 6 years, 87 draft picks that we have helped put in, and
wow.
687 college scholarships. So
Wow.
no, it's happening. We got a lot of can't get rights. You just hold on.
So so do these pros come back? Do they break bread with the nonprofit? Like they show
And
love?
it's starting to come back around because it took we're just 6 years young, so we had to kind
Hmm.
of get them to where they're actually getting those high
Hmm.
contracts, and then yes, they're gonna serve us back because we've given them our all, man. We've emptied the clip for them.
Do y'all offer any agency services?
No, so we stay away from that because it gets a little cloudy
Okay.
when you start talking agency. We just try to position. We're more so a position company, so we're gonna position the
Mhm.
kid to be marketed to the agents and the scouts. That's what we do.
That's what's up.
I
Well,
love it.
I had another question. Like, is Shohei Ohtani, is he, when it's all said and done, would he be the LeBron James of MLB, the greatest?
Yeah, he's a unicorn, man. I was just talking about this on the broadcast the other day. First of all, pitching and playing a position at the high school and college level is demanding, but doing it at the highest level of baseball is
It's
it's
crazy.
insane. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
insane. You
Right.
that's and then he's an all-star at both positions. So
Wow.
yeah, that's unheard of. Those are things that the Negro League players were doing that weren't being marketed and shown. So
Right.
we've
Right.
had some, but they just didn't get their just due. But yeah, I can't take anything away from Oh, Tony. He's incredible, man.
We can say he's great, but we don't have to mention LeBron James at all.
I only mention LeBron James because if you're going to talk about the greatest of any sport,
see where this is going.
LeBron is that dude, right?
I want you to
Ain't
be
that right,
quiet. So I know one of the things for certain, yeah, we ain't entertaining that. I mean, I used to love baseball movies, and I'm not gonna lie to you. There was, Hardball was a dope film.
Mm-hmm.
You had Sandlot, which is like all time greatest. I almost missed church for Sandlot. I used to get whoopings over that one. And there was another one, man, that really always made me want to play baseball, but I was scared of getting hit with the ball. And I know y'all are starting at age 5 and going to age 15, right? So
yes.
how are you getting those young players to desire to be a part of this sport? I think every baseball player has probably been hidden by the ball before. So how are you getting and encouraging those young kids to want to be a part of this sport?
I can answer. I answer that, Reggie. And I'm sure you're gonna give some answers too. So one thing that we do for our youth, we'll say between the ages of 5 and we just say 11. We just say 11. So we have our mascot that is very pivotal in engaging in with our youth, and our mascot is named Swaggy. So Swag is a he's a cartoon also on YouTube. So Swag is singing ABCs. He's counting to the kids. So he's in all the elementary schools. He's in a few in Montgomery and all over in our states that we serve. And we have Swag is a live mascot that we bring to our camp. So the kids get to see Swaggy, touch Swaggy, see his swag, his bat, his hat to the back, like I have mine's, his chain, all the accessories that he have, and we get those younger kids engaged, and they go livid when they see Swaggy. They love Swaggy.
Is Swaggy black or white?
Yeah. Swag is black and brown. It was made with an intent to make sure we can identify with ourselves inside of this game.
That's what's up.
And sassy is the female. So, our black women, we sassy. We got style. Sassy cool. Yeah. Yeah. No, we bring a good positive sassy attitude,
I got you.
We want to make sure that our youth have someone to grow with and they can see it. So again, like Jay said, we went cartoons, we got books, and Swaggy's teaching education, Sassy's teaching education, but also they teach drills and different things with trainers. We pair them, but we also bring them on the ground. So now it's a character. It's no different than Mickey and Minnie. We just needed something to help identify the game and our culture with our kids.
I commend you too, because I'm actually seeing the product of someone dreaming big. Like somebody had a big dream and y'all are implementing that dream. And I commend you two brothers for working together. You know what I mean? I know how hard it is to have a partnership. As you can see, like my partner, this is hard. you know what I mean?
That's right.
And so
my background look good and his ashy. You know what I mean?
That's low down now. You're synthetic though. This is real background.
The synthetic like the Cartiers.
Y'all hilarious.
Oh, that was fire.
We got a team like no other, man. We got to shout it out because you got to think we have Alexander White. He's the founder. He's the CEO. He's the brain trust behind getting this started. I'm the president, COO, kind of push business and, help him execute the ideas and the vision that he has. And then you have regional directors in Jarrell, Desmond Stiegel. You have Tyrone White, who's our VP and creative director who keeps the merch. We have a big contract with Adidas. We're one of the biggest Adidas contracts in the sport. So a lot of people don't know that. This is massive. This isn't a Montgomery thing, an Atlanta thing. This is global. This is global. And, our story is spreading. Sometimes you can put your head down and just work. We're not for all the glory and the fame. That's not how we move. We're in the communities. We're in the trenches. That's what's going to bring the real change. So a lot of times we have to look up and say, oh man, we need to kind of spread what we're doing because
Right.
our heads down, just grinding, working,
Right.
moving. You know, you're talking 28 states and 60,000 people a year that
Wow.
we're touching through 60 events. And this is something that's initiated by Black brothers, Black
Wow.
women. So, yeah,
So
our team, shout out our team, man.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Shout out our
most
that's
team.
that's major. So tell us the details one more time. Denise is gonna put the flyer back up.
Yeah, so we have our kids clinic is going to be at 5 o'clock. Registration link is on minorityprospects.com. So if you go on minorityprospects.com, you can find that youth clinic link. We also want to invite any Black owned businesses and vendors because that's a big part of what we do. We have vendors that'll be available, vendor spots that'll be available. You can find that on minorityprospects.com as well. And then 6 o'clock, we'll start off our home run derby. We love to feature our events with the electric home run derby that just kind of showcases our big time hitters that we have at our HBCUs. And then we'll start the game off at 7. And so, you know, you can expect a live DJ, a really dope environment. You guys familiar with like Rucker Park and how they had the MC on the field? We bring that type of vibe to baseball. So you're gonna have our MVP field host Mike Shep. He's gonna be live, bringing a lot of energy. So man, we just want the community of Montgomery to come out and surrounding areas here in Alabama and surrounding states. Come out, man. Go to Minority Prospects and get your tickets.
Well, we commend y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming on to Off the Cuff on the Block. It's your boy Terrence
And your boy
Lee B.
Pastor Lee B.
Yeah,
Appreciate
we want
y'all,
the
man.
church.
See
We want
y'all.
the
Thank
churches to come out too, Pastor. You know,
Yeah,
get the word
churches,
out. Get the
Hey,
word
Doc,
out to all the
Okay.
pastors.
get everybody out.
no lie, I'm gonna make sure I let our youth and our parents know because there's been some whispers. One moment they wanted to have a church league softball tournament. One moment they wanted to have a kickball tournament. But I just keep telling them, whatever it is, you don't want the smoke. So I'm definitely looking forward to bringing our young people out, man, so we can support because this is amazing.
Maybe we can do it on live right here, man. I don't know if you give our prayer. Maybe you can give our prayer
Well,
for
Doc,
the event.
you need me
That
to
would
do
be dope.
anything, just let me know. Give me the details and I'm
All
there.
right,
I promise.
sure
As long
thing,
as I'm
sure
free.
thing.
Now let me ask y'all this because we about to head out.
Okay.
But what is your favorite team in the MLB?
Oh, I'm a Braves fan to the heart of it. To the heart of it. And we at the top of the league right now, man. We showing out. So
Yeah.
shout out Atlanta Braves, which is also one of our partners, heavy partners.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
So
it, bro.
So I'm a Dodgers fan,
Okay.
and I love Mookie Betts, but primarily I'm a Warren Pierre fan. So I've been with the Dodgers ever since Warren Pierre.
Pierre.
Been with the Dodgers, so I'm a Dodgers fan.
I like it. I like it. So I've been with the Braves back when we had Chipper and Andrew.
There you go.
It was
Back
it
when.
was something magical back then, Doc. We had Chip and Andrew, man. We was the thing.
That's right. That's right.
TB, do you even watch baseball?
I
We're
don't,
gonna
but
change it. We're gonna
but I'm
change
gonna
it.
tell you the shout out to my aunt. She was more like a grandmother, the late great Miss Mentor Peterson.
Mm.
She used to watch nothing but the Atlanta Braves and the Chicago Cubs. Like back when I was growing up, that was pretty much the only baseball you can watch.
Yeah,
So
Sammy Sosa now.
yeah, so Chicago Cubs, Atlanta Braves. Shout out to my T. Love you.
Shout out.
Yeah, bro.
Braves ring, a World Series ring.
Come
Like
through.
that?
Teach you something. Teach you something.
Oh,
There you go. Shout out Braves.
You staying humble over there, Reggie?
Hey man, I love them Braves. I love them. They finally brought us. We some patient fans in Atlanta, man. We get disappointed a lot, so I gotta pop it when I can.
Yeah,
Because we take a
yeah,
lot of losses, T-Ball. We
yeah.
take a lot of losses.
Yes, sir. Jarrell, you looking like your dad over there, man.
I mean, hey, Hey man, you know that's a good man. So if I got the model, if I got a model looking like him, man, I ain't in no bad place.
Oh,
But
That's
I'm gonna
yeah.
right.
keep the beard. I'm gonna keep the beard though, so we can be kind of separate
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
looking like though.
Y'all even talk alike, man. You sound like him, bro. That's what's up.
Yes,
So
sir. I hear
May
that.
15th.
I hear that every day.
May 15th. Let me see.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
May
think
May
15th.
15th.
now that's what I was about to ask because I didn't see the time. Oh, okay, I see it on there. 6 o'clock home run derby,
Yeah.
7 o'clock HBCU final
Right.
college showdown. Hey man, I believe I'm free that evening, and that's a
Okay.
Friday.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to make it there.
Okay. We'll be in touch, definitely.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all, man, for
That's
coming
what's
on
up,
one
man.
more time. You know, you saw your boy Pastor Lee B. Hey man, and old boy over there needs some lotion. My boy TB. But we so grateful y'all came off the cuff.
Appreciate y'all.
Man, peace out, fam.